IsReal News. This is the evening briefing for Sunday, March 1st. After several hours of relative quiet, Iran launched a new series of missiles toward Israel, including a direct impact in Jerusalem. 7 people were wounded in the strike, according to emergency services. One man in his 50s is reported in moderate condition, while the others sustained light injuries. Damage was reported to infrastructure and vehicles at the scene. This comes as Iran continues retaliatory barrages following Israeli and American strikes over the weekend. The Israeli government approved an extension of the special state of emergency for an additional 12 days. Officials say the measure is intended to allow continued security and civil defense operations during the conflict. This follows sustained missile exchanges and ongoing military operations. The Israel Defense Forces say the Israeli Air Force has dropped more than 2,000 bombs in strikes against Iranian regime and military targets since the start of the current round of fighting. The military reports over 700 sorties carried out within approximately 30 hours and states that aerial superiority was achieved within the first 24 hours of operations. The IDF says numerous Iranian air defense systems were destroyed in western Iran. This occurs as Israeli aircraft continue operating over Tehran and other areas. Iran's Tasnim news agency reports that 7 senior commanders were killed in U.S. strikes. The individuals named include senior figures within Iran's armed forces and the office of the supreme leader. Iranian authorities have not provided additional official confirmation beyond the agency's reporting. This comes amid continued strikes by U.S. and Israeli forces. U.S. President Donald Trump released a new video message addressing the conflict. He said the operation was undertaken for American security and called on members of Iran's Revolutionary Guard and security forces to lay down their arms. Trump stated that the duration of the operation could be approximately 4 weeks or less. This follows earlier U.S. statements that operations would continue as necessary. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer said the United Kingdom authorized the United States to use British bases for what he described as a limited and specific defensive purpose. Starmer said British aircraft are operating in coordinated defensive actions and have intercepted Iranian attacks. He emphasized that the UK is not joining offensive strikes, but is acting in collective self-defense and to protect British lives. This occurs as missiles have been launched toward Cyprus, where the UK maintains military bases. In additional regional developments, Iranian missile launches were reported toward multiple locations, including Cyprus. The British Defense Secretary stated that the launches were not believed to be directly targeting British bases, but described them as concerning. This comes as air defense systems remain active across the eastern Mediterranean. Those are the latest headlines from IsReal News.